It's you. Again. With the same thing. Take a look at other people. Is it really so hard to get rid of all your bad habits in one day? Am I asking for too much? Go back to your room and stay there until you are perfect. Then you can go out and start to live. That's what I would tell myself if I were God. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but not much. I don't know what prayer and meditation looks like for you, but when I do it, I'm like a soldier with a shield, constantly prepared for an attack. And when nothing bad happens, when I experience peace and joy, I immediately grow suspicious. I literally wait for that other shoe to drop. I'm thinking, where is the catch? What am I doing wrong? Can I truly trust that gentle voice? My life shows me, time and time again, that I can. Whenever I listen to that, I make good decisions. And when I don't, I always regret. Do you also hear voices? If you don't, you are not normal, because everybody does. Just take the external ones. YouTubers, advertisers, politicians, celebrities, family, friends, enemies, all fighting for your attention. And in your head, even worse, from the very beginning of your life. That teacher who told you you would never amount to anything. The bullies who called you names. Something your mom told you when you were 7. All of these are stored here, and they reinforce the major voices that you have inside. So the voice of inner critic who tells you you're an idiot. The voice of inner narcissist who tells you everybody else is an idiot. The voice of inner child, the voice of inner brat, the voice of heart, the voice of reason, the voice of Poland in my case. And underneath all that, we are told, we should be able to hear that still small voice, and that's the voice of God. How on earth are we to do that? I think I'll make a video on discernment one day. Maybe I'll interview a Jesuit. But for the time being, let's just have the basics. This voice is different. Holy means different. And many people find it hard to pray because they don't expect anything different. What they do expect is something they know full well. Harsh criticism, anxiety, compulsive and obsessive thoughts. And when it does happen, when you hear these voices, the worst you can do is to spiritualize that negative experience. So for example, you take the most critical comment you hear inside and you think, yeah, that must be God speaking to me because He knows what the mess I am and I need to push myself. Or you go to the other extreme and you think, I sense that inner prompting telling me to sit on the couch and drink beer all day. It wouldn't be wise to ignore it. That's not the way it works. We need to remember that prayer and meditation, it's not only a meeting with God, it's also a meeting with yourself. So all your inner conflicts, unresolved conflicts, emotions, suppressed emotions that may come to the surface, anxieties, fears, dreams, hopes, memories, the things you were reading, watching, listening to, and thinking about that day, we need to learn to recognize these voices for what they are and recognize that one voice that truly matters. So this Sunday we are meditating John 10 verses 1 to 10. Let's listen. I tell you the truth. The man who does not enter the sheep pen by the gate but climbs in by some other way is a thief and a robber. The man who enters by the gate is the shepherd of his sheep. The watchman opens the gate for him and the sheep listen to his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he has brought out all his own, he goes on ahead of them, and his sheep follow him, because they know his voice. But they will never follow a stranger, In fact, they will run away from him because they do not recognize a stranger's voice. Jesus used this figure of speech, but they did not understand what he was telling them. Therefore Jesus said again, I tell you the truth, I am the gate for the sheep. All whoever came before me were thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not listen to them. I am the gate. Whoever enters through me will be saved. He will come in and go out and find pasture. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. So that's one voice that will not manipulate you. The voice that won't steal from you. On the other hand, he wants to show you where is the best place for you, which road to take, how you can become the best version of yourself, as life coaches would say. But first we need to learn to recognize that voice, to trust it, and then to follow it. So, if somebody asks you what you are doing this Sunday at 10 p.m. Central European Time, just tell them, I'm hearing voices, and you? You're welcome to invite your friends to our meditation. See you tomorrow at 10 p.m. Bye-bye.